Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 46 of my Super Teens Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we are where we left off. They're at the top of Mount Komorebi, the three of them who have made it here. Of course, Grant did not get injured during the trek, so he has not made it to the next part of the aspiration. But, you know, he's at least done this. However, Nora should be... Oh, no, she hasn't, because she hasn't done this high-intensity skiing. So she needs to do that. And, of course, Declan never even made it to that part. So it doesn't really matter. We were just kind of doing it for the fun of it. I didn't actually realize that level 6 wasn't high enough to, she did make it, but it was, I was a little bit concerned about her making it in the last part. That last particular one that is the... Croft Icefall. So the message we had got, which I didn't read because the last part was going kind of long. The group reached the peak of Mount Komorebi after conquering the Croft Icefall with grace and style. Everyone is ecstatic. So they can join the exclusive club of Sims who can wear the mountain climbing beanie and bracelet to show off their accomplishment, and their leader earned the expert mountaineer trait and a nice plaque to hang on the wall at home. So there we go, and we are here. So when you get up here, you land in here, and the view this way is lots of snow and the top of the mountain. And you can sort of see the mountains over there. But then you can head on up here, and we have a nice buildable lot. And from what I was reading, there were lots along the way, but those ones require the BB Enable free build sheet. But, we never stayed. That might have been helpful on the part where we were in a blizzard, that we could have actually built a little shelter to go inside since the tent was not cutting it. So here is the home that is up here. So I'm just gonna, get the walls set up, and we can try and bring everybody here. Let's just see if this works. I would expect we can't have a club gathering. I would expect I had tried before, but I'm going to try it again just in case I never thought to do it. Yes, club gatherings are not available here. They have to go to another venue or one of the residences of the members to gather there. So I probably had made that before. So if you watch my Snowy Escape Let's Play, you will either have seen this or will be seeing this, because this is the same lot that I use there. The only difference is that because they're such a big household, I threw duplicates of the bedroom upstairs, downstairs for them, and then did a little area here with some exercise equipment and a little living room area. Of course, the little dining room table for 8 Sims is pretty small because it's really intended for a smaller family. But, she gained a lifestyle people person. Okay, so let's have them. Oh, what are you sad from someone else's feeling bad? Well, who's feeling bad? Let's see. They all have whims. Oh, you got the same from someone feeling bad. And are you sad from something? Oh, you need more practice from your snowboarding. Yes, you definitely do. Freddie, you guys need to not have your swimsuits on. That onsen is a menace when it comes to this. We're going to put you in that. Let me see who else needs. Colleen, all the 3 girls need clothes. The only one who doesn't of the ones left behind is Edward. Okay, let's see. You need to change your outfit. And Connie, and you need to remove your gear. So I will go back here, pick whatever that one was, and then Colleen, I think we already asked you to change. Declan was with us. Let's see, is everybody else? No, you're not. You need to change. You kind of look like you're angry, not confident. Maybe you are. So we are going to change your outfit out of that swimsuit. I mean, you can go, there's a hot tub here. You can go in it, but we'll just put in this. There you go. So everybody get their clothes on. And then we have another lifestyle gain. So Bonnie, we need you to remove your rock climbing gear, which we need to go into your inventory and do it here. And Grant, I think I left his on him. I can see it's there. So you will see the rock climbing gear if they have it on in everything. So you'll always see their gloves and their shoes. And you can look here. The rock climbing, taking it off is not there. It is, you have to go back to their inventory and remove it. But I did remove it already for Nora and Declan so that they didn't have it on. So yes, but she's got her winter coat on and her gloves on, so she might change. So let's all gather up at the top. Why don't we fly here together? And then we don't have to walk all the way up because that's still quite the trek from down there. Or unless they're going to walk up after all that. I see some of them getting brooms out. I'm just like, it is pretty far. You can see like how little they look. I mean, I know I zoomed out, but that's because I was trying to see the stretch. But who is this? This is in my way. Edward is walking up the hill. Okay, don't go back down, Grant. Why are you going back down? Why are you going back down the hill? Let's all go here together now that you're up. Yeah, and there is a take your shoes off sign. And I don't recall. Yeah, we can turn, set it to warmer, and maybe they'll take their winter clothes off. This is mostly, the majority of what was used in this is, and it's not on the gallery at this point because I'm still kind of playing with it, is base game and snowy escape. But there are a few extra things here. Obviously, I added a thermostat from Seasons, and then I prefer this island living sink. Seems to kind of fit in with the look of this bathroom. So I have that also, but I can't. And there's like a piece of, there's a yoga mat here, which, you know, if you don't have spot A, it doesn't really matter. But like I said, I don't actually have it on because I'm still play testing it a little bit. Haven't brought kids up. I don't know if you can bring toddlers up. I know you can bring kids. I've invited a child up and they have come. So I don't know whether, why don't we try and do a hot pot with others? And I know they won't all be able to sit here, but let's just see if we can do it with everybody, just for the fun of it. And let's hit play and see if we can see that in action. So have a little celebration before they head home, because I can't imagine they have much left of their vacation, and they've really done everything they needed to do. And they're taking their shoes off. Oh, I didn't realize I had one more sim who has... Oh, she's playful from keeping her shoes on. Okay, Colleen, you have your rock climbing gear on, so let's remove it from you too, because I can see it. Yeah, we go. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know why you guys have whims, especially this one. Well, I guess it is still the summer season, but it's not very summery up here, I have to say. It's pretty cold. So why don't you just change your outfit into... We'll keep you in a winter outfit, but not like that wintry of an outfit. So Colleen, you haven't... Did I not ask you to take your gear off? Was it someone else I asked to take their gear off? I don't remember. And it may be that this doesn't work because there's just too many... No, it says equip. So she has been requested and now she has it off. She's removed it. Okay, well, they have to wait for the food and it's like kind of a social experience from what I can gather. And I have had Sims grab the food and go eat it elsewhere. They don't necessarily eat it at the table. And since there's only room for 3 of them at the table, they do have to go sit somewhere else. Let's see if they get it. Oh, I haven't changed their food, their utensil preference to be chopsticks, because I see them using forks. I don't know if they're all using forks. Oh, no, Grant's using chopsticks. I've changed his. Of course, we can't change them when they're eating. You have to change them when they're not eating. Grant's using them. He's not very good with them. Looks like Colleen isn't sure where she wants to sit, and my thing is moving over a little bit. So they're having, is it any good? No, it's normal. But you have very good skills, so why is it normal? Can you upgrade this? Nope, you can just grab a serving. I don't know that I've ever noticed. Oh, could she garnish it? Nope, she can just... And she can... Reparia, which might have made it better. I'm curious. She could also start a fire. Which wouldn't be so good. And they already have all their food, so it doesn't probably matter. This is just me being... and that made it excellent. Yeah, okay. So... That's a little bit... I don't know. I haven't made it enough to know if it's always only normal or... Because, I mean, she obviously has maxed her cooking skills. She is... both her cooking skills. And she's just waiting to get to level 8 of the career before she has completed that aspiration. I don't know if she's maxed her mixology or if she still needs to max. No, she has. So she's completed the mixologist aspiration. It's just not the cooking one because the cooking one requires you to get to level 8. Where are you going? You're going to go use the computers downstairs. Like computers galore in the basement. Only one up here, but there's like there's one per room down there. So there's like another 3. So 4 in total on the lot. Because the room I copied had is the one with the computer in it. So anyways, so there they made it to the top and they get to relax in this house that got built piece by piece up on the top of the mountain, or we'll say it did. I have seen shows where they talk about like real life where they have built homes in extreme places where it's very hard to bring everything in. Well, that this would be such a location. I would expect. And we have someone doing... Declan just randomly started singing. Okay, well, I see, my dear, that you have stopped eating. So I think we should be able to do the utensil preference for you now. Of course, they don't eat very much generally because we tend to rally the troops all the time. Though it looks like she has to scrubberoo herself. So this is just their relaxation time from... No, you don't need to have a bath. You can scrubberoo yourself. Magic. Spells. Scrubberoo. There we go. You don't need to have a bath. I'm sure you'd like a bath. You don't have a bathtub because I made sure I got rid of it because you guys kept using... Because I find Sims use them autonomously all the time. So, well, I think we made as much progress as we're going to do with the Mount Komorebi aspirations. And I think it's probably time to end their vacation and go home and get those who haven't finished what they need to do of all their goals to get them done. So we can just have a little bit of fun and try again to meet some teens and see if Nora can meet any of the Sims that were placed in the world before, of course, we end this Let's Play. So I'm going to bring them home, and I will be back when they get there. They're back home, and I've set them up to do some things. I got a couple of extra mirrors because Nora was very playful, as you can see, so I'm having her try and calm down. I asked our Abigail to scent a crocus, and now she's only playful, so that was why I sent her. Now she's very playful again. Elevated sense of humor from feeling close with someone nearby from the epic. Oh, let's actually take a look because they have some moodlets. We'll go here and check in with, see, Grant or Declan would be the ones that we should expect. Bonded during epic mountain climbing. That's her sentiment about him, not the other way around. And let's see whether we have a similar one with Declan. No, just closer from Haas. So just maybe because he was the leader, and that's why I'm just curious whether Declan is hysterical. Luckily, he's a teen, so he can't die from that. And he has this oodles and noodles of fun from feeling close with someone. He remembers the fun of making and eating hot pot with a nearby sim. Yeah, I don't know what I'll be using that if that's. Oh, he has that. Oh, so Grant actually has a sentiment about Declan, mountain mastery inspiration. He admires Declan's skill on the mountain. With that kind of role model to motivate Grant, he might learn skills faster while Declan is around. Interesting. And of course, this bonded during epic mountain climb is what Declan has about Grant, which is the same. And I guess, like I said, that he was the leader, so perhaps that's why I don't really understand why they are the way they are. He's no longer he's very happy. He calmed down. I have a few of them reading some research and debate books, and I asked Grant to make some food. Oh, but then I forgot I had asked him to practice debate first. So we'll have him stop that. And I asked you to play your instrument. Is it not in a good location? Let's move it here and see whether that works. Try playing with emotion. And I think we need to rally the troops, someone. Oh, you're no longer. Yay for that. So why don't we come here and rally the troops? Because we haven't been able to do that for a little while. Though your needs are pretty, because they did eat and they have steel bladders, so it was only, and they did have a little bit of a sleep. So that obviously helped. So we're going to rally the troops because some of them were more tired, probably the ones who weren't with them. And so he's very playful. So why don't you come and try to calm down yourself? I had actually instead I said psych up, which didn't overpower the being playful. So I was wondering. So we could try. Well, I was gonna say we could try having a dinner party because Nora still has to make 3 meals, and she does work tomorrow, but it's kind of late, but it doesn't really matter that it's late. Grant, did you not? I thought I asked you to repair this. You just don't listen to me. Well, in this case, you didn't listen to me. Don't serve that food. I think you need a stove for that, so I don't think you can make that without fixing the stove. I think that needs to be done first. Can you repair that? Yeah, which is the other reason it's probably not a good idea to have a party right now. For that reason. So Edward, stop talking and go try and calm yourself down. And Grant, why don't you scavenge for parts? So as I was saying, most of them are quite a long way. Like either they've done what they need to do or they're very close to getting finished, but they're not quite done. So there are some who aren't done, I should say. And where did that garbage go? We need the garden, kind of needs to be tended. Grant, you're not really doing very much. Well, I was going to have you cook to get your skill up, so resume that high energy plate. And you know what? Late or not, let's just do this party, but we probably won't finish it. The main reason I was thinking of not doing it is because I don't think we can finish the party in this part unless I just show a few highlights, which might be better because she just needs to get her cooking done, right? She needs to do 3 gourmet meals at a party. So I think I will just make her and Grant maybe the hosts. There we go. I'll decide and be back when it started. And, we can't even do a goal party. Forget that. We're not going to do a party. If we can't do goals, there's no point doing it. So we'll just resume. We'll resume what we were doing. And I'd like you to just practice debate. Just on the off chance you ever decide to go to university, it's good to have that research and debate skill higher than where you have it. And Grant, when you're finished with that, okay, you got that done. That's what I needed you to do. Unfortunately, I wasn't thinking about the fact that I had him stargaze because I wanted him to get inspired, but he also needs to be energized, which, speaking of which, we have oodles of points. So why don't we buy the boosts here. So we need energized. So we're going to buy the first one and then the second one. And we're going to see whether that does the trick, if that's enough to overpower, because he does have an underlying energized from being, well, no, it's only +1. Okay, so let's see. He doesn't need to be energized yet. He needs to get energized, so it's only +1. Let's see. And some of them need to work on their character values, because they did pop-ups that brought them down, so I'll have to take a look at them. One was responsibility, some of it was emotional control, but honestly, they're going to go to school, they're going to do their homework, so that hopefully shall bring it back up. And look, he's at level 8. Because one of their goals is that they need to be, I'm pretty sure, I need to double check, but I think it was that I said they had to be at level 6 of certain skills, and then obviously there were certain skills that were individual to them that had to be at level 10. So he was I think my weakest in cooking, because he was only 4 and the rest are like higher than 6, 8, 9, or 10, if I remember correctly. I made a note of it, but I'll have to look at it again. So I just wanted to get him up in that. And so we have a few of them that actually need to go travel to other locations to get to the third part of the Friend of the World, which is all they need to do, is to get to the third part. But then if they get to the third part, if they max their charisma, they're probably going to like just complete it. As part of the thing that's going to happen, because they all have BFFs and all that fun stuff. So let's hit play. And yeah, so Now, what I was trying to look is if there was anything here with the club, but not on himself. So, but why don't we set his, because I was thinking of doing that. And why don't we do the same for Declan? And I wonder if she is so buried on her because she's so confident from her people-person lifestyle. What are you doing anyways? You're researching handhold techniques. Because she's done her aspiration. And I think she's done everything she needed to do, really. So she's just kind of doing, like, other stuff. She probably should work on the research and debate herself a little bit more if we can find the mirrors that I put in. I thought I put one in Nora's room, but I can't see it right now. So why don't you come here and practice debate? Do something useful. Colleen, oh, I forgot that I have to actually, this is not like they just do this forever and ever until you tell them to burn the track. I had asked her to write a book because she still needs to write 2 more books, good books, and then she needs to get to the last part where she has to release books and write some excellent books. Not the last part of what she needs to do, i.e. part 3. Because for their chosen aspiration, they're supposed to get to level 3. And I was with Freddie. He's finished his 1 chosen aspiration, but he kind of got lumped with 2 because his real chosen aspiration was the computer whiz one, which requires him still to write something. So, I mean, we could just skip it because he has actually done it, but if he has the time, I would like him to. But right now, I'm focusing on the things he really is supposed to do, which in this case is he needs to push the limits for an hour while energized. And I think I'm going to struggle with him getting energized a little bit. This doesn't seem to be working. Let's try this again. We'll see if we can buy the extra boost, if that makes a difference. Like, to get to that 3rd tier that I hadn't got. Purchase strongest. Yes. It did work. Yes. So when you're finished with this, hopefully you finish it. Unlike sometimes when it just goes on forever and ever and ever. It would be good. And you, Bonnie, I had you trying to nurture these guys so that we could collect. But I didn't know if I could, like, stack it. And this is poor, so we'll move this temporarily here. We'll replace it with this one. We'll stick this in your inventory for at some point to be recycled. And, when you're finished that, why don't you make your 5th candle for this tier of this aspiration, which is the 3rd part. So, but this is the hold up for her, the collecting from insects. That's definitely a problem. And why don't you come and collect? I don't know if that's even yours. And then why don't we... I think most of them have maxed their gardening, but I seem to recall that one, and obviously not Abigail, one of them hadn't. It might have been Freddie. And if it's Freddie, he's too busy doing other things, so it doesn't matter whether he did. Okay, so that is definitely hers. I'm sure she must have made that. But we can double check by looking in her inventory. And yes, it is her, so there's more to sell. I haven't really made that much money because I've been also, I guess, focusing on skills, not just making money. But we're actually going to leave this part here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!